Yes, welcome back. I'm back. Actually, we're back. Let me score. Yes. Oh, sorry, I'm going to unmute you.
It's okay.
What's going on? What's going on, my African queen?
Nothing. I'm having a good day today. I was excited about this today. It's been a long time.
Yeah, well, actually, was it September 2020?
Yes. Yep, it was last year.
Yep. Look at that. 6 months, 7, no, 8, 9, 10. No, I don't know. September to now, like 8 months or whatever. It's been a while. Last time we had you on, obviously the reception was kind of harsh on us because you were suffering from a storm.
Yes.
So we're going to try and redo that. This is the redo of the interview. And the good thing is my internet is much better now. I've got like high definition, fast. I don't know if it's fiberglass, fiber wire, fiber, something to do with fiber anyway. And yeah, man, we can hear everything you say, every like air molecule in your voice, you know,
everything.
Everything. We're going to hear everything today. So what's going on, man? Actually, okay, so to recap, Chandra Gore is a publicist. You're a publicist, isn't it? But you're into a lot of things and a comedian.
Yes, I do a lot.
So just to give us a rundown of who you are again, just so for the people who never heard the first time.
Well, I am a business consultant and publicist. I also am the founder of a comedy and film festival. I'm very, very active in my community with voter registration and election information. I do have a production company. Right now, we're doing virtual events only, very limited in-person events. And that's about it right now.
Okay, so the voter registration stuff, you know, that's a huge scandal in America. Because I remember we just had a couple of months ago with the elections, obviously.
Yeah.
And I hear that they make it really hard. Actually, I still think it's going on, actually. I remember someone saying to me recently that they make it really hard for the Black community, especially, to vote by putting the stations miles away, you know, and then doing it at times when you're supposed to be at work.
It's horrible because Georgia actually put in a new law that you can't give bottled water to people waiting in lines, and they've closed multiple sites. So they essentially have made it harder for Black and brown people to vote because of the fact that the historic turnout of the last election. So it's like, you know, we're 2 steps forward, and it was like, watch what we do now. You thought you gonna flex, and they were like, oh, no, we got you. So it's like, you know, it's a sucky situation. And then here in Virginia, there's a lot of stuff going on with the Board of Elections and stuff like that. It's like, it's the suppression, but we don't really look at it like that. Like, we don't really dig deep to realize you have to follow the money sometimes. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of money lost. Like, money is the catalyst. Yeah, it's the catalyst for a lot of these changes, not just to oppress Black and brown people, but to keep money where money has been going and to keep keep certain things in place. So people need to take a look at that and understand, like, it's bigger than just voting at the polls, like, you know, casting your vote. Yeah. This is, you know, casting a vote dictates where money goes.
Yeah, sure.
So sucks, but yeah.
Are you happy with the results of the last election?
I am, but I'm not.
Well, how's it been the first 100 days? I mean, he met the target. He said he was going to vaccinate 100 million people in his first 100 days, and he hit it. Unbelievable. I was like, wow, he did it.
Yeah, because the thing is, people were more people want to get back to some semblance of normalcy, but for me, I'm not. I'm very happy with staying in the house. But because, like, listen to me. Me personally, I'm going to stay in the house because it's more than just the virus. It's other people's energies. Like, you have to understand, like, it's not even about COVID. It's about people and their negative, nasty energies that make you tired and drain you. Like, I don't listen. I won't happen to almost catch a charge if I'm not outside. So therefore, because somebody is gonna do something to violate my personal space, they're gonna say something crazy, and then I'm gonna have to say something back, and then they're gonna say something back, and then I'm gonna have to tell them to try Jesus, and they're gonna send it to Jesus. And so, like, let's just go ahead and leave me in the house because I'm not there yet. I am saved adjacent. I have not mastered the art of just smile and keep going. No, because I'm going to tell you exactly what I want to say.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
I'm a quarantine. That's all. I'm gonna just stay here because
you're gonna put them hands on somebody, you know.
Yes, and listen, I'm a big advocate for putting hands on people who need hands put on them. Okay, because let me just.
You know what I was thinking? No, I thought of a rule. There's two rules I was thinking we should implement into human society, like tomorrow, not even tomorrow, but at midnight. First, everyone should be allowed one punch. We're allowed to punch someone one time. Are you with me?
Recalibrate their system. That's all we're doing. We're just resetting the modem, okay?
Because I think if you knew you was at risk of getting one punch knockout,
you would stop doing stuff. Mind your business and drink your water and carry on your day. I'm telling you, so many people will mind their business.
Yeah.
If they knew, wait a minute, now this legally they can knock me out. So let me mind my business and go on about my day. And I think, listen, I'm not an advocate for violence. Listen, I don't. But if someone needs to understand how to mind their business,
oh God,
just a little bit of recalibration may help. Just saying. I mean, they'll think twice before they start asking why you were down this street or what are you doing here or why you. See,
definitely,
we can still hit you. Yes.
Yeah. That's that. I'm all for that rule. And then the second rule would be putting IEDs in phones, like explosives. Put explosive in phones, man. Anyone act stupid, just say, you take my phone.
Some people listen. I said this before, and I'll say this again. Some people do not need smartphones. Dumb people do not need smartphones.
Yeah, for sure.
You are actually showcasing how dumb you truly are with your smartphone. How your phone's smarter than you. The phone knows when to shut off, when it's too hot, when it's too cold, when the battery has been done, it shuts off. Learn from your phone sometimes, people. Sure. Don't nobody want to hear your business.
Yeah, definitely. So
this is why I'm in the house.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, I hear a lot of people talking about, I'm going to go and get vaccine. I'm going to get shot, shot in my arm without knowing what's going on, without knowing exactly what's in the vaccine. Just like, I'm going to get a vaccine, not because it's the right thing to do, but because I can go traveling.
Okay, listen. First of all, most medical studies take a while, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm not even trying to be funny, but there's a whole bunch of guinea pigs walking around this earth right now, and bless y'all's hearts, because I really want to thank you all for doing
put your neck on the line for us.
Yes, thank
people.
You so much for putting yourself, on the front lines of making sure whatever is in that vaccine is working or not working or whatever. I don't know if it cures the gout or pink eye, but y'all have taken it, and let me know how that goes, because
sure.
I'm not a fan of newfangled medicine. That I need some more testing done. I'm not.
Yeah, I need results, statistics. I need statistics, man. Research.
I need to see a couple years after the vaccine, making sure the third eye didn't pop up.
Sure.
But I need to know, because I'm not one to wake up 5 years later and my arm is on the floor. They talking about that's one of the side effects. And then on the TV, have you or your family been affected? I don't want to be you or your family.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to say on the TV, because I think there's actually they've signed something into law that You can't sue the companies who are issuing the
can't.
vaccines. So you're on your own?
Nope. Listen, somebody gonna pay to put my arm back. You're not gonna have me looking crazy 5 years from now talking about I can't sue you, but my arm is not on where it's supposed to be. So I need y'all to give me something. An arm, or somebody with an arm. I don't care what money is not gonna make me feel any better about that. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
So I mean, what is it with black people, man? Why are we causing the most trouble? Why don't we just do as we're told? Are we too smart?
First of all, Tuskegee they have done too many testing. They've used us for guinea pigs. They got us on a boat talking about, we were going on a ride and look where we ended up. Now, we're not taking nobody's words for nothing no more. Listen, this still ain't 40 acres and a mule as of yet. So
was that's the promise, wasn't it? 40 acres and mule.
I ain't see the 1 acre or nary a mule yet, and so therefore, y'all can keep the shot. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying, because I haven't seen my mule yet. Yeah,
and all he gave us was whips, man. 40 whips. That's what that was translated, and it 40 whips.
I don't want that. Just give me the equivalent of the dollar amount of the 40 acres and the mule, and I may be happy. I don't know, but don't tax me though, because other people didn't get taxed. I don't want to be taxed.
I should keep the mule. I'll just take the 40 acres. I don't need no mule.
But make sure it's nobody else's land that was stolen. Like, I don't want stolen land, though. See, you can't give me 40 acres of something that you stole from somebody else. Like, that's not how we should do things. So just give me the money. I don't know where that land came from, and I don't want no problems. So just give me the money. I'm good on the 40 acres, because who knows? They done took land from people who didn't even give them the land. So therefore, I'll just take the money.
Did you hear about this? In Florida, there was a black family that owned like a huge portion of the beach, and they stole it back in the day, and then wrote into law, obviously as they do, and said no black people can own anything. Yeah, and they're about to get it back now, but it's like the great grandson is about to inherit.
Like, so, because they were like, so what does this mean? We got to get back. Yes. How about that? Yes. Get the Native Americans back their lands. Give the black people back their land, and like just undo the wrongs that were done in the past and justified through laws that made no sense. I don't care if it's the great grandchild. I'm punching somebody in the face. You just happen to be in your bloodline that somebody back then did something stupid. So
I hope someone comes out and says to me, "Yo, we owe you $1 million." Nah, not $1 million. That's too cheap. 10 billion. I'll be like 10 billion. I'll be, yo,
I'll take it.
I'll take it. That would probably be. Where there 40 acres will probably be about 10 billion, wouldn't it? Actually, no, not in America.
It would be an astronomical amount, because I want to calculate the interest as well on that amount.
Over 400 years.
Yes. And then my pain and suffering, punitive damages, and how it affected my family it'll be in the billions, because we, like, black people already have so low of a percentage of wealth towards just run me my coins, because I need to catch up, and that's the fastest way for me to catch up is just cut me a check.
Yeah, sure.
Don't ask me what I'm gonna do with it. Ain't none of your business. So
wait, what are you gonna do with it?
None of your business. Okay. I think the Dave Chappelle skit from when his first season, when everybody black out reparations and you know what I'm saying? I think that would be true to the T, because, we as a people have been used to making do. Yeah. So to be able to have money, even with the rich black people, they still have to deal with the things that come with being black. Being black and money, having money don't erase being black.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just, you can afford a little bit more, a better lawyer.
Yeah, you ain't gonna go to jail as fast. You still went to jail, but just not as quickly.
You get out as fast. You get out faster. Your cash and your bond might be high, but you can pay it though. We can't you can't change being black, but money will probably make it a little bit easier. Because I mean,
you know what? Saying that about bonds, do you think they make the bonds more expensive for black people so we can't pay it, or do they make it low because they're like, okay, you can't afford it anyway, so we make it low?
So cash bond systems have been put in place to, in a way, keep low income black people and white people, and this is what people are forgetting, especially in the area where I live at. There are more poor white people than black people.
Sure.
And so when they have cash bonds and they can't pay it, so essentially you're racking up a bill at the jail because they charge you for them 3 hots in the cot. So and then the phone calls about $30 for you to call your family, so you don't call your family. Commissary is crazy. So you're paying $4 a day to be incarcerated. So you actually end up going into debt while you're in jail, and then you're working for 30-something cents a day. Listen, you just never know out. You might as well just stay there and
just chill out.
Chill, because obviously whatever you did was so low that even though it could be a misdemeanor that they're in jail for.
Yeah.
It essentially becomes a felony sentence because you don't have the money. Your family can't pull the $500 together to get you out. Then you got to pay for the time you were in jail. So it's like, wait a minute. So basically, it does not pay to be a criminal. Now, if this was a white collar crime, if you had stole a whole bunch of money from some people who were poor, whatever, and you were living in a penthouse in Manhattan, they would text you and say, we charging you with this crime, and you have time to get your money up and get your publicist to do all this kind of stuff. But if you're poor, don't do no crimes. I'm just gonna let people know now, don't do it. Just figure out something else. I don't know. Just don't do crime. Like, no. Just stay in the house, because at this point you will
there'll be more money. Yeah, you'll be more broke. Like you said, you go in there, you owe money, so you come out, and then you come out to be like, oh, now we're arresting you again because you did your time, but now you owe us $1 million and we need that money back. So back you go. It's like a devil's circle, I guess.
I mean, it's like a crazy. It's horrible, but on the flip side is, if you work hard enough.
What? Wait, no.
Because they'll say, well, you didn't work hard enough. That's why you're still poor, first of all. You arrested me for crying when I was 5 years old. So I already got a record and I'm 5. So technically you set me up to come here. So basically it's the school to prison pipeline. So basically I cried in kindergarten. You arrested me for that. So now I got a juvenile record. So now if I do anything, I'm going to jail. So listen.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Just, it's exhausting. I can't. I'm just telling people, just don't do no crimes. Okay.
Don't do crimes.
Courts are closed right now because of COVID. So you'll be sitting in there for a long time.
Just put you in there and throw away the key.
Yeah.
That's actually a good thing now, man. I don't know why, like, I'm behind the idea that Black people should try not to do any crimes. In fact, I don't know why they don't listen to this podcast, for example. Me and you are giving everyone nuggets, man.
Yes.
Don't do any crimes. Don't do anything illegal. Just try and like for Black people, we need to start our own businesses anyway. So instead of selling drugs, sell Twinkies or cereal. Sugar.
Don't do it like. But the thing is, and this is where it's sad for Black people. We're damned if we do, damned if we don't. Because somebody nosy behind gonna find a problem with us selling Twinkies and swear up and down we up here trying to take over the block with a couple of Twinkies and things.
Yeah.
And then we gotta talk. I just pick a struggle, y'all. Y'all can't have everything y'all way, okay? I mean, it was a whole bunch of y'all that went down to DC and acted a whole fool, and now y'all mad and talking about, but it was stolen. No, dumb. No, y'all need to go to jail just like anybody else. And then when I saw there were Black people in the midst of all that down there in DC.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, you the first one going to jail.
Yeah, of course. They'll blame it on you. They'll show a couple of pictures of Black people. Like, look, all the Black people down here.
And it's not even, it's 3. Look at all of them. It's a whole gang of them. It's 3. they're not prosecuted. They're going to be prosecuted to the fullest extent.
Yeah, sure.
But then you got somebody sitting in the Alexandria jail because he can't have non-organic food.
Crazy guy.
First of all, sir, couldn't be me. I could not have been the judge to receive that case, because the first thing I would have looked at it and laughed like, no. Yeah, we were raised, we eat what is given to us or you starve. So therefore I eat. If you're not eating what we gave you, I guess you're gonna starve today. And I don't care what your mama say. Your mama should have taught you not to be down there dressed like a fool on the Capitol. And I would lock the mama up too, because she raised the fool. So that's why I'm not a judge right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, being a judge ain't all it's cracked up to be anyway.
I'm just saying some of these cases couldn't come across my desk, because it would have been really.
Yeah, that's it. You just gotta look at me like. They probably did laugh. They probably did laugh. We're thinking, because we're like black, obviously, we're laughing at that, but they're probably laughing too. Like, I can't believe this guy.
Because it's like, what doesn't make sense to me is, with all of the facial recognition software we have, they're talking about, can you help us find him? No.
Yeah.
No, because you're not gonna lock him up no way. So
yeah,
unless it comes with a check, I ain't saying nothing.
That's it, man. You pay me. Hey, you know what I say? The more you pay,
every picture.
I'll send you him and his stunt doubles.
Everybody, listen, I'll get the grandfather. Everybody be going to jail where you shouldn't have been with them.
Yeah. Man.
Listen.
So I take it he wasn't happy about the whole thing that happened in DC then?
No, because it was treason. It was nothing in this country. The blatant disrespect, and then they had a noose on top of that. And you're not going to tell me
that's crazy
that these people were not there to do harm, physical harm. Like these people are really like brainwashed because they think they're losing a privilege that they say they don't have. Mm-hmm. The privilege was being down there at the Capitol and not being shot. People were peacefully protesting actual events that were wrong, and people were hurt. Okay? You have a whole group of people acting like this is a tour, like we're on tour in DC, walking through, breaking windows, like this is part of the tour. Like they walking like it's on vacation, private planes and whole caravans, and I'm like, y'all dead ass got together and planned a coup on the government like it was excursion.
Yeah. Like it was
a bucket list. Like, oh, we gonna overthrow the government. Like, y'all really just did that. And none of y'all in jail yet. Like, couldn't have been no black folks, because I'm gonna tell you right now.
We would have been shot.
Dead. Wouldn't
Examples.
Even make it that far. wouldn't have even, wherever two or more gathered, they all would have been dead. Okay.
Yeah.
So, mind you, if we would have brought a whole flag of, a black pride flag and all this other stuff, man,
it would have killed us. Yo, we wouldn't even be here no more, man.
Man, listen, the funeral homes would be packed that day.
And it would have deported all black people from America and called us all troublemakers. It would have deported everyone back to Africa, straight to Liberia.
They send us.
Yeah, Liberia, or whatever it's called, that country in Africa.
Just push us off the coast.
With no fuel and a week of rations.
That's it. Nothing.
Okay, so what about what do you think about, like, obviously there's like black people, like there's a couple of black people, Candace Owens. I know you're the right person to talk about this. I know.
First of all, I will not speak that person's name because of the fact that I'm gonna pay her in dust, because how you shucking and jiving out here, and you when it was affecting you, you gladly took a check for your oppression, but now you have so much to say. And then I don't think she was whooped in a circle when she was a child, because obviously, where are her parents?
That's a good question.
Because if she came to the family reunion, we can jump her. Like, You don't get no more family, no more barbecues, nothing. Like you're not even invited to Kwanzaa, and Kwanzaa accepts everybody. So therefore, no, you are no longer. Y'all, where's her parents? I need to talk to them.
I need to talk to grandparents. Never mind the parents.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them, because we need to figure out where in this bloodline went wrong.
Yep.
Because clearly, see, y'all, they sitting up here. They asked the wrong questions on Twitter. I want to know where your mama at. Where are your aunties that actually care about you? Where are your family members that gonna tap you on the shoulder and be like, girl, we don't want no parts of this. Let's not do this today.
Yeah.
Like her and her cousin that was up there talking about racism does not exist. I can't. Where are they? How much are they paying these people? Like, I just want to know what the check look like, just so I can see if
it's
maybe I want to go over there too.
Yeah. That's what that's what I'm thinking about. I see another guy, a guy called Tatum on YouTube, man. He's making a killing. But every time something happens, he still comes out in support of the police. Like if a police officer shoots a black guy, he's like, this is why the police officer was right and the black guy was wrong. And I'm like, yo, he clearly shot him. That who was the guy who was jogging? He just got
yes, he was murdered.
Aubrey,
mm-hmm.
something Aubrey. These guys called the police. The police told him not to go. They went anyway.
They murdered him.
They murdered him. And this guy tried to justify it. I was like,
how much? I really want to be in the comments, sir. What your checks looking like? I just need to know. So, how much is a soul worth?
Yeah,
I need to get to just in case I might want to tiptoe over there to get my coins up real quick. I don't want to, but the thing is, I don't want that kind of karma because I don't know if anybody believe in hell, but I don't want to be sitting next to Satan down there in hell.
Yeah.
I'm about, I sold my soul to you now. Y'all ain't got no air conditioning. Like, I know what I bought. I just want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, hell is not, listen, that is not where I want to be.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for it. But I do want to know. The curiosity in me wants to know how much was your soul?
Yeah, man. I don't know. Maybe I have to try it for a week. I'll be like, yeah.
Just
the black guy's fault.
Just for an hour or two. I just need to know because, I might want to pay off some debts or something. But,
that's it. That's it. Just get a couple of mil on the account. A couple of mil. And then after you be like, you know what? Nah, I ain't with them guys,
I changed my mind. But, I don't give refunds. So
yeah. Sack that. And then he was trying to justify George Floyd too, saying the guy was right for kid. He was like he wasn't happy with the verdict, and the police officer deserves a better trial. He was already against him. So I was like, dude, he sat on his neck for 8 minutes.
Much.
There's no discussion. That shouldn't even went to trial. Should be like,
is this dude married?
I don't know who he is, man. Don't ask.
I don't think he's married because he could have been married to the black woman. Because I'm gonna just say this right here: we come down in the basement, he's talking some mess like that. It would have been some smoke in the city, and you'll be put out. You could broadcast your little YouTube outside. That's what you're gonna do. Not gonna bring that in my. See, there's a difference because he would have been outside.
Yeah.
And I would have kept every dime that he had, but he would have been outside. Thank you for your blood money, but you will not do that here.
Trust he's crazy, man. And then you had obviously Kamala Harris saying America wasn't racist. And I was like, okay, we're done.
Oh baby.
We're
listen, I'm so grateful to see a woman of color in a position. Like to me, that's a win.
It's a huge step
but
forward.
We have to be mindful of what we say. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you have a seat at the table don't mean you got to kick the other chairs from out on the table from somebody else to come up. You know what I'm saying? So, I know y'all overseas looking at us and laughing like, ooh, they so ghetto. I just got a feeling like, I really want to know, like, every time y'all see something about America, it's like, there they go again. Like, they that one those cousins that always got something going on.
Yeah.
And y'all laugh at them, but you pray for them too at the same time.
Yeah,
like,
that's exactly it. That's it. We're scared of you guys. We're scared. We're like, okay, what they're doing now, man? What are they going to do? That crazy cousins over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We them cousins that you don't really invite, but you don't tell them the real time it starts. You tell them at the end, yes.
Yeah. The thing
us.
is, I think that what topped it off for us was the yellow guy, man, the orange guy. Sorry, the orange guy. Okay, that topped it off for us. We was all like, okay, we're done with America. We're done.
I broke it with America too back then. I was single as a country for a while. I just got a president.
Yeah.
So, but them other people had a president. I didn't claim him. So, that ain't had nothing to do with me. I didn't vote for him. So, they had nothing to do with it. Everybody who sided with him should have left with him. Like, everybody need to go. I mean, and that's how I felt what should have happened, because the amount of separation that he created, but I think it was there before, but they used him to justify their feelings. So I think everybody that was with him should have left with him. That's I don't true. Care if they just got nope. Go on with him. You was agreeing with him. Take your ass on with him when he left and got on that plane and go. You should have left with him.
You know what I think? I don't know why. I mean, America's a huge place, man. You can give them Montana. Put them all in Montana. Everybody used to watch Trump, not Montana.
Montana is so pretty. No, we're not going to listen.
Okay, maybe not Montana. Where's a horrible state? What's a horrible state? Florida. No, man, I'm not going to talk about it. My last guest was from Florida, man, and she liked it. So, not Florida. Florida's got the
there's
beach.
Some places in Florida they need to go on the Everglades, go on the border of Florida, and I think where is that? I think it's
Virginia, West Virginia.
No, we're not going to take them. No, West Virginia in the mountains, not the Eastern Panhandle. They could be in the mountains of West Virginia and let them fight it out with the people that live in the mountains. And I bet you $5 they won't make it. Them people out there is a little bit different. So.
They're different, man, for sure. Where else?
Put them somewhere.
Well, anyway, what I want to say is, you got Trump. He's got $1 bazillion. Just tell him to buy an island somewhere and put all the people who followed him, the 73% or whatever, the people to follow him on there. Say, look, you can live all together now. You good? You can have your own rules. You can have your own disorder. Mm-hmm. It's all going to be nice from here on out. I just don't bomb anybody.
Who's going to change the beds and watch the churn? Who gonna take care of their kids? Because they not gonna. Like, you gotta understand, this elitist group of people, they don't do stuff for themselves, so they feel entitled. So the thing is, and this is what I used to say all the time. I was like, how can a people hate the people who they ask to nurse and raise their children? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, like, my great grandmother used to talk about that, like, we're raising these kids and they're growing up to hate us, even though we're their first parent. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think that's probably what's the disconnect. Like, y'all's nannies are the people that y'all quote unquote hate. Yeah. You're the people who make you who you are and support you are the people you quote unquote hate. So make it make sense. Mm-hmm. Like, for you to hate someone, but you rely on for your daily life to exist, you rely on them. So how could you hate someone who makes your food, who makes your family a family, who actually takes care of you? How can you hate? But then again, not everything's ever going to make sense, because some people just feel like they're entitled to be above someone. It's like that's a sick way to be, a sick way to live.
It's kind of like I see it with my little kids, actually. They, like, my daughter, she's 7, and she's always like, I'm the first. And I feel like this is the age where they kind of catch the kids and say, yeah, you're the first. Remember that. No one else is important. You're the first. And then they just adopt that and learn it, and it grows bigger, and then all of a sudden they turn into these horrible humans who seem to hate people, and I just don't really understand it.
And then kids are not innately born. They don't hate. Yeah. They don't see they don't have that veil lifted yet they connect with people just because they like them. Oh, this is a nice person. And this is where I think that when the parents start teaching this separation of, oh, they look different, so you got to look down on them, or they want your job, or this imaginary thing that, we want their lives, or we want what they have. I'm like, first of all, no, nobody wants this. Cause it's that thought process. Cause I hear it when they talk about it, they want to make us. I'm like, if you don't want to be the person that you hate, look at what you're doing to make them into the thing that you hate. like it's like they create the creation of the black people are just trying to get over and they're lazy. How are we lazy when we work for free all them years?
Yeah, that's true. Building
Make it
railroads.
make sense. Who was lazy? Who was lazy though? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, stop. And I hate that. Like, or the Mexicans or Spanish people are coming here to take our jobs. Why weren't you doing the jobs in the first place? I think comedian Ralphie May, God rest his soul, he's a white comic. He made the comment. He said that if these quote unquote these supremacists, if they were the ones to white people were the ones to pick the salads and pick the lettuce and stuff, the salads would be $92. Yep. Because they wouldn't take the amount of oppression or the amount of mistreatment that some people do take because they want to take care of their families. Like, I think that they're missing the whole point, because these people are willing to go above and beyond to make sure their families are taken care of and not ask for a handout. But the myth or the lie that they want to sell is that everybody comes here asking for a handout. Listen, if you pull the stats on welfare and state assistance, you won't see a lot of minorities. You will not see minorities leading at all. No. But these people stress me out, and I don't get it.
You know, the thing is, it's like when, like in Europe, for example, a lot of like Africans and people from like the war-torn countries come across, and they get treated really bad, you know, and obviously there's the whole movement, you know, get the foreigners out, refugees should leave and stuff like this. People walk around parading with flags and that. But they're the ones cleaning up the bins, you know what I mean? And the toilets and doing all these jobs. And like, I've never seen, for example, I never saw an English person doing this job. I've never seen it, or in Germany now, I've never seen a German person cleaning up toilets. Nothing. They're always chilling at home, getting the money from the state, because they know they wouldn't work for the money that, you know, these refugee guys are earning. So I don't really understand it. And I think that's this entitlement that exists in our society today. You know, everyone's entitled. Yeah, you know, I'm German or I'm British, so I deserve to sit on my golden bum, my golden chair, and get this for free because everyone's the queen in England. You know, everyone's related to the queen in England. No.
But if everybody's related, don't that mean that's incestuous? I just need answers. So that means y'all a little bit touched over there.
Touched, man, yo.
I need to know a little bit, like y'all ain't all the way there. Like some chromosomes is a little bit off. Like everybody can't be cousins, because then somebody ain't gonna be quite right after all that inbreeding and poor babies.
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I think there's probably a lot of inbreeding, especially in the royal family. And I would say it depends where you go in England. If the family's quite close, like all the royal families pretty much inbred or related in some form. And then you got the British people. But the thing is, the British people are not just made up of one family. You know, you had people from Northern Europe come across. You got the Germans who came across. You got the Southern. You got the Romans, the black people who were there before, we don't tell you about. They were there, you know, the North Africans. You know, so it's a lot of mix up. So I think I'd say probably like, I don't know, man, it's an estimate, but at least 30 to 40% are probably related to each other in some form.
Let's see, this is where I have a problem, right? If you go to your family reunion to find your next date,
that's
a problem. Y'all need to...
That's why it's better to just marry outside your race, man, if you can.
I'm saying.
Let's have an Indian guy or something.
I'm just like mix it up a little bit, because I don't want it. Like, how your uncle daddy gonna introduce you to everybody? This my uncle daddy cousin. Like, you can't even like. That's probably why it's that. I'm not saying it's not smart. I'm just saying it's dumb.
Yeah, for sure. That's why they always got messed up teeth in the UK. Actually, we got pretty bad teeth. Yeah, have you not noticed the UK people?
Yeah, I've noticed that. I just thought that they didn't have a really great dentist over there, or something. Something
just don't go. They just don't go. No, teeth, man.
I mean, the guy who I saw that died or whatever when our royalty DMX had passed away, and the purple guy,
Prince Philip.
Hold on. I don't know what he was. You remember Tales from the Crypt long time
Yo,
ago?
yeah.
I think that was him, but they didn't want to tell us. So, I mean, I'm sorry for his death. I mean, he was old. Like, he had already lived his life. I mean, I can't even say, oh, he went too soon. You lived your life, sir. I don't know what more we can be sad about. You did everything that you could do.
He was old. Trust me, he was old.
But he was purple though. Like, like, did you not check your color before? Like, get some makeup. I don't know. Cover that up because I was not impressed. I was like, that's y'all king. That's who y'all over there talking about. Was he on money over there or something? Because I don't know.
He was. I think he died like a couple of days short of his 100th birthday. You know, I mean 100. Oh. But then again, I'll tell you what, this guy's been in that hospital for probably over 30 years, getting bypasses. They got tired of paying that bill. Yeah, probably. Well, I don't know, man.
Maybe they ran out of
insurance.
I don't know. They ran out of everything. Like, what else can we do? Nothing. The animated corpse at that point. Like, you can't really. Like, at that point, like, come on now. Like, y'all keeping people alive who clearly want to go ahead and go on up to glory, and y'all just want to give him a new heart that he didn't need. But, like, I will say this, and I think this is probably where being raised by my grandfather has been part of, you know, being me. Listen, if you done all that you can do, let people go. Like, seriously, don't be giving them new lungs, kidneys. Somebody needed that. You didn't need it, sir. Like, you lived your life. I think
he had a transplant for like maybe 6 months prior to his death. Really,
they wasted a good organ on somebody who already done everything they could do. There wasn't no more work for him here. Like, I mean, whoever the death was just like, listen, I'm trying to come and get you, but they're not letting me get you. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to come get you on the next go around. Like, I mean, every time death tried to come get him, they was like, no, he not ready. And I'm like, that's death. I think y'all need to go on and give him to him. Like,
that was some witchcraft, man, or sorcery or some sort.
Must be. They must have paid death a good little coin to not take him with him.
Yeah, or distracted him with women.
Probably, because it couldn't be me. Because if I was death, I'd be like, I hear what y'all are saying. Do y'all want to go to, or y'all just gonna give me him? Because it's gonna be all or none. I don't know. Because everybody would have went.
A big scythe, hasn't this big.
Everybody gonna catch it because if y'all not gonna tell me I can't come get who I was sent to come and get. Because it just wouldn't. It would have been a lot of people dead that day.
Yeah, definitely. So how's your comedy series? They Said What? Have you done it? Is it finished?
I have not put it up yet. I need to.
No, you need to put it up,
like,
man.
some of the comedians that I need to sit down, I might have to do it virtually to do the virtual wraparounds because I really, besides their comedy, there are people in their businesses outside of that. So my goal is to have them tell their story and then people watch their stand-up because a lot of times we forget. And I think Ryan Davis, he's a comedian who actually said something. They don't owe, comedians and entertainers don't owe us anything. Mm-hmm. So for them to, because I want their legacy to live on, I want to know why they do comedy, because everybody has a reason why they do comedy. Yeah. You know, so wanting to talk to them and get their reasons why and what inspired them and what they want their legacy to be, that's the part of the thing that I didn't get to record. And so to me, that's that open-ended thing. Like, everything else is ready. It's just I'm not able to, you know, navigate and go out with my camera and say, listen, why did you say what you say? Why do you do what you do? What keeps you going? And this is where I think as Black people, especially Black comedy, there's gatekeepers and all kinds of things in the way. And for me, I don't think that should be the case, because when you get up on stage and you leave everything, like, you could be going, like, I think I was going through a really rough time, and I actually went out and I did stand up for, you know what I'm saying, because it was a comedian didn't show up, so I had to do it, right?
Yeah.
But at that time, I was going through something that was so draining, but it was so freeing for me to put together in my mind how to tell what was going on with me, but not, and then make it so for me, it was releasing all of the pain and all of the heartache that I had that day, and people laughing at it, and me, I receive energy from people all the time. Yeah. And I think that's probably why I stay away from a lot of people, because some people got some nasty, terrible energy that drains me. Like, listen, it will make you sleep for days because it's so tiring. But I received that laughter and that joy, and so that energized me. So it kind of healed my broken heart that I had at the time, but it also gave me, it made me feel like I wasn't by myself. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it was a good, I think that comedy does all of those things. And I think that we don't realize how great comedy can be and how great comedy is as a release. So yeah. And then come on now, to go back and look at Richard Pryor's old stuff. Yeah. You gotta look at the sheer genius of it all, because he didn't have a whole bunch of writers. It was him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that really makes me happy about why comedy is so important and such a huge part of our therapy. Because Black people will either do comedy, we'll either sing, do music, or laugh. Or do all of the above at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
entertainment.
We will entertain ourselves, and we will, to get where we need to go to heal, to get to that next level, to get to that next plateau, because sometimes we weren't able to have that healing process. So music became that, comedy became that. And you know, if you listen to some of the most soulful, some of the songs or the music that have touched us the most, there was so much pain that was the catalyst to create that. And so a lot of times comedians do that too. Like I've known comedians who got up on stage after finding out, saying goodbye to their mom or their dad or somebody. You know, it's like they get on the stage and they let that grief go. And it's like, that's what I want to capture. That's what I want to, you know, because it's very, very important. We are talented people, I tell you that.
Yeah, that's true.
We done took I mean, even down to our food. Like, it's so much we could talk about, but comedy seems to be the one thing that we can find joy within our pain. And it's sad that we've had to do that. But hey.
You know, I think's really good. Tiffany Haddish. I think she's done a lot of good stuff, man, especially bringing up some of her people who, like, she promised you would bring up, like, I figure Godfrey. I don't know if you know Godfrey.
I love Godfrey.
This guy's a legend. Yo,
he's actually so like, listen, we are actually friends on Facebook. And when I was really, really into, like, out there, oh my gosh, he's one of my absolute favorites. Like, I have a whole list, because I will never be a groupie, a fan, but yeah, I am.
yeah, Godfrey's awesome. I just don't know why he's not more famous. I just don't, because he's
not
on a
willing
level
to sell his soul.
Probably, yeah.
He's not willing to do things to other people to get ahead. You get what I'm saying? So some people are willing to, you know, basically sell out their brother or their sister just to get that fame. But he's not willing to do that. He's always been himself.
Yeah. I hope actually one of my dreams is to get him on the podcast one day, man. Godfrey, I have to get him on. Yeah, but he's hard to, you know, he's getting more and more famous now since
Ask him. Special. He is very, very. Ask him.
I'm gonna
listen, if you don't, I will.
Tell him to come on and make me laugh, man.
Yeah,
I love this guy. Trust me, I've been following for a long time now. I'm a fan of his Godfrey in Godfrey We Trust podcast. Been listening to that for years, since it began. And he's just an awesome guy, man. He's really funny. What are your top 5 comedians then? Who are your top 5 comedians? If you could.
Okay, first of all, I can't do top 5 because I got first 5 women. Man, I got these too many. Okay, so check it out. So I'm going to give you the top ones of the top 5 of my different categories, right?
Okay.
So Okay, so I will tell you one. Okay, dang, Marsha Warfield will always be my number one woman comedian.
Okay.
Okay, you gotta like listen. There's a sketch with her on the Richard Pryor show, right, where they're at a restaurant, and when I tell you she carries her own during that skit, she carries her own during that skit. Marsha Warfield is the GOAT. Okay, she is amazing. But then you have a young, someone else who's coming up behind her, Paris Sachet.
Okay.
And then so she's becoming more mainstream now. But let me just like Samson. Oh my gosh. So, and then you have listen, I can go. So Alex Starr is another comedian. You have to look him up. Okay. He is the one who pushed me to get back on stage for the first time in a long time. Back in 2018, I think it was.
Okay.
He is the MVP. Alex Starr, 2 X's. Okay. Yeah. And then you have Tommy Taylor Jr. He is he's a comedian, but he's also a businessman. He's also an actor. He's also he's an engineer. Like he's a brilliant body of work, like dead serious. Like he is and the thing is I've met all of them.
Okay.
And the thing is I've worked with some of them in some capacity, but those are my I've left some people off the list. Like I can name a list of comedians. There's a group coming out of Baltimore, Maria Sanchez, Woo Woo, goodness, Ray Diva. Oh my gosh, D-Lo is a great comedian. I can say females in comedy have been so underrated. Javine Kerr is she's another, oh my gosh. I can name a whole bunch of comedians, but it's the women comedians for me that show the diversity in their work. Men, they can get on stage and do nothing. Women, we have so many different levels. And I feel like it's underrated when everybody says, oh, my top 5 comedians, they name all men. No, y'all, it's looking at the level of talent, timing, subject matter. Like there's so many. Ty Davis is another one. Listen, Laughing Lenny is another comedian from this area that he's one of those ones. Oh, Doug Scott. Like I can name a whole bunch. Shevitz is, listen, storytelling within itself. And then of course, Tony Woods, who Dave Chappelle gives credit to. Like there's so many, I could go on for days, like on comedians who are just amazing, like just in doing things. And once they become mainstream, I don't think we're gonna see them we're not gonna be able to touch them no more.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you said a lot of names I don't even know, man. I'm like, wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's so many. And this is why I wanted to do the comedy series, and also with the digital distribution deal that I have, getting them out there in front of people. You know what I'm saying? And that was my goal. It wasn't because I wanted to benefit myself. I wanted to leave a legacy for their children and their children's children, because if you realize once people start saying your name, you cease to exist, because your energy is not being, circulated. So I just really wish people understand that, like, make sure people are still saying your name even when you're not here. Leave that impact on people.
Sure.
Because I don't want that to happen to me. Like I want to be talked about. And I want to be every 5 seconds I'm in heaven, like, they talking about me again, y'all. Yeah. Like, don't put me in them clouds, though. No, angel wings. I don't want to do that. Don't do me like that, because I'll come down and fight you. But I just think that the thing is, I want these names to be household names. I just feel it can happen. So
it's definitely, I mean, if you do what Tiffany Haddish did, you'll, like I said,
that was my goal. Like it is, I'll say this: I was disappointed because I did get a lot of negative pushback when I started. It was like, "Oh, you're just doing this for the money." I paid for a lot of stuff, paid for everything out of my pocket. Yeah. So this whole thing of, "Oh, you're taking," I didn't want anything from anyone. I wanted to give them. The contract was, you own your stuff. I don't own anything.
Yeah.
The checks that are generated, you will get your money every 90 days. I want nothing. My goal is to make sure you get your flowers then and now. And it's been 4 years. And for me, it's like, I'm still here for it, but I'm not here, screaming, do this. I can't tell people to drink water and they know they're thirsty. That's not, I'm not.
No.
I'm not, my kids are the only ones that I should have to worry about doing that too.
That's true.
So I tried.
I mean, who was giving you like a negative like pushback? Was it the comedians? Were they
some of the comedians?
I don't know why when you try and give them an olive branch,
because it's more of, how Black people have been taught to be suspect of each other.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that's definitely what it is, and that's that mentality of you want something from me. Obviously, no, because if I wanted something from you, I would have never brought this to the table. I would have never been as transparent as I was, and it was men comedians. Men were were ones, and then I had some feedback, some harsh words or some skeptical words from some female comedians, and some women are the worst to each other anyway. So for me, it's like, I chose my freedom. Because I knew if I would have probably kept going, I probably would have put some pause on people. Just because I don't like people, and like if I'm genuinely trying to help and you got something negative to say, maybe I need to recalibrate your system real quick. And I didn't want to do I at this point, like the energy that I would have put into fighting a court case, I could put into building different businesses for other people and myself. So
yeah. So you're like me then. You just want the acknowledgement that, I'm trying to help. That's it. You're too kind. You're kind to a fault. Are you trying to help people?
And I think people take kindness for weakness, because someone's like, why is it show? Why is it free? First of all, why would I charge you for something that you're doing for yourself? Like, to me, that makes no sense to me. Like, I would never charge somebody for their own stuff.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, that is your talent. That is your voice. Why would I want a payment for something that you are doing? Like, it just doesn't make sense. And then I don't got time to argue with people who didn't get past first grade English. And can't comprehend what when somebody is trying to help them. So I don't, my patience is not as long anymore with trying to convince people to, drink when they're thirsty.
Yeah.
So you could dehydrate for all I care. Yeah. But I'm gonna still be over here doing what I do. And it put a pause in it a little bit. It kind of slowed my step, but I think timing is key. And I think when the time is right, then I'll be back with doing it. I just feel like right now.
Sometimes you just gotta, even there was a point where I've been this podcast now for a year and a half, and you remember there was like a team of about, I think we had about 8 or 9 of us doing it on rotation.
Where's everybody?
Yeah, because like at some point I realized, what, I'm the one who's doing everything, and I'm trying to help everybody, but no one sees it as help. They just see it as a burden. So I said, okay, you know what? I wrote everyone a big letter, and I said, okay, I'm gonna proceed. No one's kicked off the show. You can join if you want. If you don't want to join, fine. But I'm giving everyone their liberation. It's up to you if you want to continue with me. And since then, I've just been alone. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, good. I'll get my guests like you. Up until since most of them have dropped off, which is fine. It happens. People don't always come. They start a journey with you, but they don't always see your goal. They don't make it with you on the journey, which is fine. So I'm gonna since then I've changed the format of the podcast. Now I have just me and a guest. I have like interviews all the way now until the end of June. I've got such a full schedule now. I don't have time for my family anymore. I'm just like in here doing podcasts all the time.
No,
it's gonna slow down.
I actually had to slow down with recording my podcast as well. I'm gonna send you the link because I want to definitely have you on my podcast as well, because it's so funny because I just like even though I was doing interviews and being on the podcast and stuff, I was not okay with being seen. Like I was not okay with being in front of I'm used to being behind the scenes, making things happen, being the puppeteer. Now I'm literally, people are hearing my thoughts, and some people are surprised about my thoughts. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably why. That's why I kept my mouth shut, because my thoughts are a little bit radical at times. And for me, it's a necessary thing, because I would never mute myself, because what benefit does that give me?
Yeah, that's true.
And I would tell anybody, being authentic, because I'm the same person. You can talk to me next year, I'm gonna be the same person.
Yeah, sure.
So it's like I can't. I'm not good at managing multiple personalities. I see people do it all the time. I'm like, aren't you tired? So for me, it's like I have to be this authentic self, and I used to worry that a lot of people could not digest that, because I'm going to be brutally honest.
Yeah.
Even when it's detrimental to me, because I feel like a lot of people will kind of water down the truth to the point where it's almost a lie, but it's still the truth. And almost a lie is still a lie to me. So let's just be, I'm like this in all aspects of my life. Just be, even if it hurts my feelings, be honest with me.
Yeah.
And I think more people need to adopt that, because a lot of people will not have as many broken hearts or misunderstandings if people would just be be honest.
Let's be honest, yeah.
I mean,
do you remember the comedian Patrice O'Neill?
The GOAT.
Legend.
So many people have stolen his comedy and have regurgitated it, and I'm like, that's not yours. And I don't want to be that one person that's like, first of all, you a thief. I can't, but that's why I kind of like some comedians I will never respect, because even though it might be a common thought, the punchline and everything is not always common. Yeah. So understanding that you actually stole someone, he was the truth on telling the truth.
Yeah. That's what I learned from him as well, because I listened to him and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start telling the truth, more the truth. So I'll tell everyone, tell my wife the truth. I'll tell my family the truth. I'll tell everyone the truth. I don't care who it hurts.
Exactly.
That's the truth. Yeah.
And I tell people that all the time, and that's probably where a lot of relationships, it could be platonic, it could be deeper than that, or even if you're married, and sometimes if you're like, be honest. Because a lot of people won't have a lot of the marital discord that they have if they were brutally honest with their partner. Because sometimes people be marrying representatives of individuals who are not even true. So I'm like, wait a minute now. Yeah. Show me who you really are. Like, that's where I think a lot of people get married to
the business card.
Yes, like this, you ain't even who you say you are. You saying I do. How you saying I do for somebody who is not even really you? Like, don't do that. You'll get up there in front of God and all them ugly relatives and lie. Because then she done cut you, done fed you glass, and done killed you and your mama because you weren't honest with who you were. Like, that's how people end up under the porch and stuff. Like, be honest. I'm just really that is something that I think we should leave lying in 2020, even though we're 5 months into 2020. Leave lying in 2020, because it would save a lot of lives. I think a lot of assault charges, attempted murder, all these other charges would not exist if somebody was honest on that first date. That's all I'm saying.
For sure.
Friendship too, y'all. Be honest with your friends.
Yeah.
If she don't look good in that outfit, tell her, because I'm gonna be the one to tell her, and y'all gonna fight me.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have a problem. So just tell your friend she do not look good and her wig is on crooked. I'm sorry.
Anyway, I like your style. That's true, keeping it true, man, keeping it real. I like it. Paying homage to the ancestors. Beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. And the smile as well. What can I say?
Thank you. I'm comfortable with myself, and I I don't think I'm gonna be invited to a lot of places no more, but it's okay.
Hey, just do you, man. I think once you get to a certain age, like me, I'm 38. I'm always 40. I'm like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I ain't trying to please anybody. I ain't trying to, step on anyone's toes. I'm trying to get my corn and then get out, and that's it.
That's it. If it's not a check, I ain't showing up anyway. So
yeah. Well,
just you ain't even gotta worry. People are like, listen, this is a public notice. Listen, if it don't involve me making no money, don't invite me. But I'm gonna still say I'm a check, but I'm not really gonna check. I'm just not gonna show up.
Yeah.
And literally, I can't believe this. I'm about to be 39 this year.
Yeah, same age as me.
Yeah, and I don't know.
I'm
looking at 40 and I'm like peeking around the corner like, that's you 40. Okay.
Yeah.
I told myself by the time I turn 40, like, yeah, I've already become the person that I said I was going to be at 40. Like, I don't care. If I ain't going somewhere, I'm not going to go. If I don't like somebody, I'm going to tell them.
Yeah.
So basically, you just sped it up. Like, no.
Just like, I don't like you. Get out my face.
No, I'm very firm in saying, like, but I'm nice about it. I'm like, you know what? We don't mesh well. And so let's just go ahead. I'm just going to say this. If I see you, I'm not going to see you. So, I mean, I'm listen, you have to be okay with not speaking to people who you don't feel you deserve your acknowledgement.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, I got all these haters. Why do you care? Like you acknowledging somebody who don't even really care if you live or die. So why do you even care? Like all these haters, I'm gonna address them. What you addressing them for? They don't exist if you don't. The boogeyman does not exist if you don't say he exists.
Yeah.
Same with haters and people who don't like you. So I'll put them on the shirt.
Anyway, that's been a blast, man. It's been a blast.
I know.
Get me on your podcast. I'm gonna come on your podcast, and we can do the rest. We can keep talking for another 2 hours or something.
We probably, we would.
We will kill it. Give us your handles. Let me know where we can find you. Let everyone know where you can find you. I'm gonna make some clips. Trust me, you're gonna be all over the place.
Oh my gosh. Well, y'all can find me. Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz.
What's your name, man?
Oh yeah, Chandra Gore 01 on Facebook, Conversations with Chan on Instagram, and Convos with Chan on Twitter. But my business is Chandra Gore Consulting. That's all social media handles. C Gore Consults on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find links to all my other endeavors as well on there, my publication and all that other stuff. So yes.
Man. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been great having you, man, and I loved every minute of it. You've been making me laugh for the last hour. I don't know if that was your goal. Was that your goal? I'm going to make this guy laugh?
It was, you know what? I do that all the time because my thing is conversations begin with a smile, and you have to laugh sometimes because it breaks the ice. So you got to keep it going.
That's it. Well, you definitely got it, man. You got it.
Thank you.
All right, then. Yeah, but let's keep in touch, and let me know when you're ready to do the podcast, man, on your.
Hey, I'm here for it.
All right. Then I shan't keep you anymore. Thanks for joining. Good night.
Thanks for having me.
Good afternoon. Bye.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.